What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today I'm going to be working on the Camaro. I need to make some progress in the right direction on that damn thing. I know I mentioned it before, but I need to finish that Camaro up to honestly get it out of the way. I'm excited to see it done, of course, but I'm also excited to move on to other things. But before we get to work, gotta get my daily chores done. You guys are so sweet. You're such a good girl, baby. You are. Yes, you are. This dog has absolutely zero aggression in her at all. So yeah, she eats with the little dogs. Sorry, Toby, I wasn't talking about you, bro. Anyhow, I'm out here drenching my yard. I'm absolutely flooding it. So Arizona, of course, is getting hot. Summer is coming. And of course, the yard died out. I had winter grass planted this year. This is my first year doing winter grass, but anyhow, the yard is starting to look, well, it started to look really yellow, but now it's slowly starting to come back to green. So I'm trying to get it drenched to the point to where the dirt is all wet come tonight. I want to get it to a point to where it can make it all day long, and come nighttime the dirt is still damp and cool, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll probably start a watering schedule at night before I go to bed, just getting it drenched before I go to sleep, because it stays warm all through the night for the most part. Anyhow, I'm gonna get this finished up. Today was the day to water the plants also. Brought them outside. All right, now we can get out here, get to work on this damn Camaro. I think I'm going to need, I'm hoping I just need a Phillips screwdriver. I gotta see what the hell is going on with that dome light. I don't know if you guys noticed in the mini video, I showed you guys a problem, a very big little problem. So right where the dome light is inside of here, there is a crack in the paint. I'm gonna actually try to get it to focus this damn time. For whatever reason, the camera just does not want to focus on that very well, but there's like a little pinpoint, like imagine a screw from underneath jabbing into the metal and then it cracking the paint. That's exactly what is going on right there. So I'm gonna need to sand this away, and see, it's just breaking off now. I'm gonna need to sand that away, and I gotta fix that today, dude. It's definitely a setback. It's definitely not very motivational. You know what I'm saying? So today I would really like to just get back to, honestly, where I was already at. Starting off, I need to figure out what in the heck happened here. There's not even a screw. What in the hell? I mean, don't get me wrong, it freaking sucks, dude. Like, it really freaking sucks. But what can you do? It's gotta be done. So first things first is I have to completely mask this car, come all the way back off. Yay. Yay. I'm having one of those freaking days, man. One of those days where I feel like just nothing can go right. Nothing can go right at all. Well, it's just it's like you gotta do this in order to do that, and do that in order to do this, and like, I don't know. First thing this morning, I turned my compressors on, and then I remembered one of my compressors was up there, so I needed to bring them back out here. If you guys didn't know, my setup for the booth is 2 of these Harbor Freight compressors, and they are linked together. So they share tanks, but both motors will actually go. So both of these motors will actually kick on. That's the reason why it's so freaking loud. This one jumps into this one, and I have a Y on here, and then it comes out of here, and then it goes into the booth. Now this section right here, I had a leak this morning. I kicked my compressors on, and I just heard them running and running and running. I was like, good Lord, you ever gonna turn off? And then I realized this section of hose was on there. Look at that, it sprung quite a few leaks. It had like 4. Anyhow, I fixed that problem, and now my actual hose that I use for everything, it's got a leak right here. I need to just go and get a new one. Well, actually a couple new ones. I need a compressor set up in my garage and then one out here, so I can stop having to like come grab this one and use it in the garage whenever I need it. But now I'm trying to see if I have some kind of fitting in here that I could fix this with. So I don't think I do. Basically what I need is one of these. It's got a barbed end and then the threaded end right there that I could put a connector on, but that barbed end is way too small. This is the correct size, but this is just barbed to barbed for fixing, like splicing a hose together. And I need one that's got the damn threads on the end. And I've been going through all my stuff here and it don't look like I've got one. Yeah, I don't got it. Alright, well, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna put my compressor through hell today because I'm not taking off going to Harbor Freight. Not doing it. So I forgot that Dustin actually gave me a hose a long time ago. I was going through some stuff and I found this sitting up there next to my saw. Yeah, this hose is in really good shape. So huge shout out to Dustin. Thanks again, brother. I don't think I ever even told you thank you for this hose. He gave it to Braven to give to me. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, now we got a hose that's not leaking. Can I move on with my day now that I've lost about an hour? Alright, well I got this thing sanded down and I built it back up with some high build primer and got another coat over it. So this is going to need some time to dry. and then we'll come back and block sand it and make sure there's no dips or anything in it. So I don't know exactly what caused that, because I opened up that dome light and there wasn't a screw in there like I was assuming. Only thing that I can think is that in some of the one of the old paint jobs, because I don't know if you guys seen how many layers of paint is on that damn car. And maybe in one of the old paint jobs there was like an air pocket or something in there that expanded and escaped, you know. That's the only thing I could think. I don't know, but I went ahead and I sanded that entire area all the way down to metal, and then feathered it out quite a bit so that we don't have that issue again. But yeah, now I just gotta wait for that primer to dry, and then we're gonna have to respray that roof. So for the time being, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on these doors. This one is pretty much ready. I need to skim over it, but I also need to get all of the door seal and stuff off and get this thing ready to be sprayed. And I haven't done anything to this door yet. I know there's a couple of dings and stuff in it, if I remember correctly, so I need to go over it and get it sanded, and it's probably going to need some filler in some places. Pretty much I need to get this door caught up with that door. So first things first, I got a bunch of disassembly to do, but this is what I was referring to. See, there's just some door dings and stuff on it. And look, another one of these frickin' spots. Focus, bitch. It looks like somebody stabbed it with a Phillips head screwdriver from the backside. So, yeah, I've learned my lesson on those spots. I need to make sure to sand that all the way down to metal so that doesn't happen again. Put in the comments if you guys know what the hell is causing that. I mean, that does look like something dented it from the back. I don't know. Anyhow, I got to get this handle off. Got to get the lock cylinder off. Got to get the latch mechanism off. And this majigger right here, and of course the weather stripping has to come off all the way around, and anything else that I don't want to paint all over. Really, I should probably take the window out of this one too. Yay, that's gonna be exciting. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to order new molding, because this whole white thing right here is supposed to be covered with rubber, but all the rubber is like hard as a rock, dude. Look at this. It's just brittle and falling apart. So and that's one piece with the rest of this. This all looks like it's in decent shape, you know what I mean? Just unfortunately to get a new one, it replaces the whole thing. So, but we did find it. How much is that? $200 just for two doors. They know it's not a 4-door Camaro, right? What the hell?
100 a piece.
Good Lord. You know, got to get all that off. Yeah, everything. Got to take everything apart. Alright, so went ahead and ripped this door all the way down to metal because one of the little dings that was on here, it had like a pinhole in it, bro, and I didn't want to risk it. So I sanded that spot down to metal, and then I ended up realizing that this had a bunch of layers of paint on it like everything else, and it was super deep. So instead of trying to fill that back in and bring it back out, I figured while I have the door off, dude, I may as well just go ahead and rip it all the way down to metal. So there's just a couple of door dings across the body line here, and there's a little bit of a dent right there. I went ahead and got those bondoed. Gonna sand that stuff down, hit it with a heavy coat of high build, in which I've already got mixed up. So hell yeah, let's get into it. lord, man. Look at all the low spots in this damn door. That is wild, dude. It's so crazy to see how much, like, imperfections can be in a panel that you can't even see until you put some guide coat on there and run a freaking block over it. Good lord. So, anyhow, surprisingly enough, I think 90% of this is going to come out just with block sanding. So I put a nice heavy coat of primer on here. So now I just got to go over it and keep block sanding it. So this was just a quick skim over and then blew all the dust off just to kind of see what it is I'm working with. And good freaking lord, dude. Like all this stuff right here, that's all pitting from me using the grinder to knock like 6 layers of paint and primer off this damn thing. Which it's not a huge deal. All this is going to sand out. The only places I'd really be worried about is some of the really deep ones. But like I said, I did put a lot of primer on here, so we should be able to get the majority of this out. Only time will tell. Well, time and freaking an hour worth of sanding. If I happen to mention to you guys that it's pretty hot in Arizona right now. Yeah, I went ahead and I sped through getting these things ready, and I got them all block sanded, hung up, got my booth all cleaned out, got the floor wet. We are pretty much ready to start spraying. I went ahead and I disassembled both doors completely, and I got the weather stripping and everything removed from here, and I went through with a wire brush and 150 grit, sanded the door jambs and around the hinges and stuff the best that I could. Just got all this stuff ready and prepped for paint. So we are 100% ready to go. Even got the paint inside of my gun. I'm trying not to play around, dude. It's too hot out here to be playing around. So we're gonna go ahead and get these sprayed and move on with our day.